Hi, beautiful hearts. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. We're going to run through 23 ways that you may be leaking your energy without even knowing it. When I first started exploring this, I loved it so much because there's so many things we do in our life on a daily basis, and we don't realize that we're leaking energy and spending it unwisely. And then we reach a point where we feel tired or frustrated, things don't feel like they're going well, and we can feel split and torn, overwhelmed, all kinds of things. So today, in the spirit of raising our vibration and energy field, I'm going to cover with you the 23 ways that you may be leaking energy without knowing it. And when we can locate these and transmute these into replenishing alternatives, then our vibration and energy field is fortified and it raises and we're well on our way. The first one is something I think we can all relate to: tolerating. When we decide to accept something into our life that isn't feeling wonderful, it isn't uplifting, we do it for a sense of obligation or responsibility, or we think that we have to or that we need to, we not only become powerless, but we dilute our vibrational energy and frequency down, and that lowers our vibration. It takes a lot more energy to try and force yourself to like something rather than just like something. So it doesn't matter what the topic, tolerating anything at all that doesn't feel good, uplifting, well, easy, light, forward moving. This is where we spend our energy, and it does burn up and we get tired more easily, we get frustrated. Of course, then we're not happy with the thing that we're tolerating, and then we spend some more energy in that direction, wanting the other person or the situation in that scenario to change so that we can feel better and get our energy back. It doesn't work that way. Choosing to tolerate is our own responsibility and our own choice. So take a moment and think about anything in your life, and use your journal. If you like, you can pause this recording as we go. What in your life, if anything, are you tolerating rather than enjoying, experiencing, being uplifted by? Have a think and make some notes. Number 2, I think, is another one that we can all relate to. Starting or participating in conversation that does not feel good. Who here has done that? I totally have. Irrespective, no matter what we want to jump in and tell ourselves, we choose who we engage with and how we do that. We choose who we let into our sphere of existence and our energy. And we choose where we spend our own valuable energetic resources. Deciding to participate in any communication, any conversation with someone who's negative, someone who's blaming, someone who is down and stuck in the mud, who's angry, any of those feelings that aren't feeling supportive of the direction of where you're going and how you choose to feel along the way that gets you there. It's purely about setting some personal energetic boundaries, and I'll cover this one down the track further. But choosing your conversations. There are ways that you can politely say, I appreciate that you wish to share this with me. I'm not available for this right now. I'll catch up with you at another time. You can find ways to set very clearly. I like to keep focus positively, and so although I hear what you're saying, I can hold a little space, but I'm not going to jump in there with you. So just practice ways. Pause the recording of this if you like, and think about a nice sentence, just one that feels good, that you would be able to say to anyone, and hold your boundary in a gentle way. I'm someone who's very soft in nature, and I am good at holding boundaries, but I also do it in a gentle way. I found my own version. So play around with it, practice with a friend or a partner. And when you nail this, you will find that any other conversation that you have, because you've set the boundary and the energetic guideline, you will only call the positive aspects and those higher vibrating conversations from people. They literally will be incompatible to do anything else. It's quite powerful. Number 3 is arguing or justifying our limitations on any level. As humans, we are intrinsically built for connection. We do really have a dire need to be seen and to be heard and acknowledged and as included in our surrounding environment with other people and other connections. So there's a tendency, humans get very good at being able to justify any behavior, any decision, any choice, or arguing for limitations. But I can't do that. But I didn't do this because, but you did this, but you. This also takes a lot of energy, and it adds a stream of momentum that pushes us in the opposite way of where we're going. And we don't want to do that. Always making sure, checking in with your feelings. What I'm choosing, what I'm saying, what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling, what I'm hearing, what I'm seeing, is this lined up and supportive with where I am going? Is it uplifting? Is it inspiring? If it's not, this is another energy leak, and you use energy but in the wrong direction, and it makes it very labor intensive. Take a moment now to pause this recording and spend a moment in your journal. Think about your conversations, the most recent ones. Have you had someone arguing for their limitation or justifying something to you, or have you been that person recently? What was that about? Spend some time and reflect on that and see if there is a way that you can release that need and feel comfortable with whatever you chose is whatever you chose. It's a big one to switch to, but it's totally worth it. It frees up so much of your energy. Number 4, this is a big one too. Trying to be heard or understood by someone. That can be a lifelong, never-ending process where we are just burning through our energy, and it's never, ever going to be okay. We rely on others to bring us the notion of self-worth. We don't need anyone's approval. We don't need anyone's acceptance. That's all inner stuff. And also in connection with guidance, we're already seen, loved, heard, held, supported anyway. So when you go into conversation, when you find yourself with others trying to be understood or heard by someone, when you can let that go, that also brings you back so much of your energy, and it faces you in the direction of where you're going and supports that uplifting movement forward. Anything other than that, irrelevant, totally irrelevant. It doesn't matter what the topic. Number 5, regrets and guilt. This is a big one. Almost every client that's come to me has regretted something or felt guilty about something. But this to me, energetically and on a soul level, is facing backwards, but we're going forwards. So it never pays to face backwards. The solution is never behind us, and it takes so much energy to turn away from our natural stream of movement and well-being and fight to push in the other direction. It is so counterproductive. It burns through so many of your energetic resources. It's exhausting, and it's just not something that you want to do. So instead, take a moment now and reflect in your journal. Is there anything in your life right now that you're feeling regretful about, or an incident that you're playing over in your mind, or that you're feeling guilty about? Take a deep breath in and release it out through your mouth. It's done. It's done and it's gone. You cannot change it. And free yourself. That will give you back so much energy, I promise. Number 6 is another big one. focusing on any unwanteds. It is a conscious choice where you focus your energy. I am someone who is very dedicated to finding the positives in any situation. If I really struggle, I'll find a general statement that is perfect. It is certainly a choice. Are you focusing on the pile that is supportive, uplifting, and in full harmony with where you're going and what you're wanting? Or are you focused on the negative pile that's holding you back, that's facing you the wrong way, that's got you stuck down in the mud, that's going to get bigger? You are obviously, whatever you focus on, you get more of. So this is a really good one to be aware of. Whenever you catch yourself, where is your attention right now? What are you thinking? How can you see it differently to grow that good pile? Number 7, I love this one. Trying to change anything so that you can feel better. It could be a partner, a person, a child, a situation, a work scenario, a body weight or well-being issue. It doesn't really matter what the topic. If you are calling and focusing your energy out onto someone else or something else and trying to use your superpowers to change it, you're burning valuable energy. All we can do is be responsible for ourselves, and the way that we change the things outside of us is by changing it internally first. Once we do the internal work, the world will naturally, as a consequence, respond to that new signal and new information that we're sending out through our energy field. Start inward. And this is where I'm a big fan of uncondition. I think uncondition is the greatest gift that you can give yourself or anyone else. Make your feelings and your existence and your inspiration for your life experience, make that dependent on you and what you do, knowing that you're in full control of that. The moment that you look outside and start giving your energy to other people, they're not going to ever value and honor you and your processes the way that you can do that for yourself. They're not here for you. They're here on this earth for them and their own life experience. So this is where we misplace obligation. We misplace responsibility over onto others when this is totally our stuff, totally. Rather than trying to look at everything and change it, spend some time in your journal, pause this replay if you wish now, and think about matter in your life that you feel you would like to change. Think about the reasons why. And when you think about the reasons why, it will usually be linked to feeling better, feeling clearer, feeling lighter, having more freedom. All of that is already inside of you and you're just disconnected from it. Move from the symptom down under to the seed level and feel what's really going on and create from there. Number 8, taking any form of action when you're not in alignment. So when you're not feeling good, uplifted, inspired, energized, curious, and forward moving, don't act. It's not the right time. And this is very hard as humans when we have very busy lives. We need to go to work, we need to care for our families. We only have a certain amount of time for ourselves in the day. We want to spend time in our soul work and our spiritual journey. We're trying to tick so many boxes. But if you're trying to make a decision, if you're putting action in anywhere for anything at all, anything, don't do it until you feel good first. The difference in outcomes will be phenomenal. There's an example that I came across the other day, and it was a comparison of someone sitting at work, not really wanting to be there, but doing their job, and they were working away, trying to get it done, uninspired, but doing it, versus someone who wakes up, feels so happy, waits for the feeling, is thankful, already got the engine running in the high vibration, 1 hour of that alignment is equal to over 2,000 hours of working the other way. Isn't that powerful? Wouldn't you choose an hour in a state of alignment versus over 2,000 hours of slugging away and getting a poor result and tiring yourself out? It's quite a massive difference between the two. So making sure you're in alignment first before you do anything, and the outcome will be so different, I promise. Number 9, trying to fix anything at all. The moment that you're thinking that something needs fixing, you're amplifying the energy of the problem, and in that energy of the problem is not the solution. The solution is a different vibration. The moment, any time you notice that there's a problem or you want to fix something, something's annoying, instead reroute your mind to the perfect scenario of that situation that feels best to you and focus there. Focus on how it feels, what it may look like, how delicious that is. When you go into that zone, you tap into the energy of the solution. But you can't do it when you're focused on the problem. They're two very different vibrational frequencies. It's something that we don't think or notice very much, but these really are things we do all the time that drain our energy and lower our vibration. So I love being able to go through these with you, and you can tick them off and see how many that you're doing as well. I was quite shocked when I went through mine. But it's good to know, because when you know what they are, you can change them, right? Number 10, needing to be right. Can you think of someone or yourself that has stood in battle, in conversation, needing to be right? There is no point, no reward, no extra vibrational golden coins if you can get someone to agree with you that you're right. Because there is no right. Everyone views life and their experiences and situations through the lens of either their programming in their mind or their heart, based on what they've already been through. The minute you think you can get someone to agree with you on anything, you're burning valuable energetic resources and creating such momentum in the opposite direction of where you're going. You don't need anyone on this earth to agree with you about anything. You don't need to be right. Right is purely a perspective based on your life experience and your lens. The moment that you can switch and transition to what feels true for you and let that not be negotiable, and choose your conversations and what you're investing your energy in, everything shifts. It's such a small set of word changes and energy changes, but the result is quite gigantic. So spend some time thinking now about a conversation or something in your life. You may not have anything right now where you feel a little miffed, like that person didn't hear you, or they're incorrect in some way, and it's bugging you. And spend some time in there and unpack that. What are you really needing? You're not needing them for anything, because there is no right. It's all perception. When you can make peace with that, and you don't need to be right, you regain so much of your personal power and energy back. It's beautiful. Number 11. This is a little different to the asking, trying to fix something. This is asking for the solution from the problem perspective. So for example, you've been financially challenged, you really need to pay a bill, you're begging the universe, I need this amount by this time, or there's something that you don't have and you're really wanting it or needing it. There's something that's driving you nuts and you really want to fix it. The second you focus on the not perfect version, the version that you have right now, you put the brakes on everything and block yourself. So bringing yourself into your heart, generating the feeling of already having the solution and what that solution feels like and what that may look like. And then pick a topic in your life that you already have the ideal outcome and scenario and it's working beautifully, and just focus there in appreciation. This changes everything and you'll find that the solution arrives very quickly. Number 12, the absorption of inferior energy. This comes down to what we choose to digest, whether it's food, whether it's a source of information, whether it's media, the type of books and publications that we read, the types of movies we watch, the music that we listen to, the places that we choose to show up and be connecting with others. All of this is us opening ourselves up to ingest energy into our fields. And don't you want that to be a match to you and to be pure? You don't want to be attracting things that lower your vibration and muddy the waters. I always go by feel on this: ease, lightness, delightful, inspiring. There's a natural movement forward, you can feel it. That's the best way to choose what you're allowing in and out. For example, eating food, waiting a little while and see how you feel afterwards. That's the vibrational assessment of whether that's compatible with you right now. Choosing which friend's phone call you're going to take, the one who's positive or the one who's negative, which TV station, which movie, which book. This is about being the masterful navigator of your path and your life experience. You get to choose everything. And also, you get to decide what infiltrates your energy because it's yours. It's very empowering. Number 13, poor discernment. Discernment in the way of knowing what is yours and what's not yours or someone else's. Whether it's a feeling, whether it's energy, whether it's a thought. Our energy fields and cellular systems work beautifully and meticulously to contain us vibrationally. So the second we allow inferior, non-compatible energy in, our systems work harder with those lower frequency energy particles to keep your vibration up. Your body and your energy systems are working harder. Number 14 is one of my favorites. This is something that serves you so well in this journey. It brings you back into your power, reminds you that you are the masterful creator of everything, and it reminds us that we get to choose. Whether you want to say yes or no to that is fine, but we get to choose first. There is no assertion. Spend some time in your journal. What are you available for? How are you going to spend your beautiful energy and the essence of who you are? How are you going to spend that wisely in this life? Are you available for conversations that are uplifting and supportive and positive and inspiring? Or are you available for conversations that are draining and negative, angry, frustrating, annoying? Are you available for bouncing out of bed every day feeling light and wonderful and inspired? Or are you available for waking up and beginning to worry and forget about the things that you're thankful for and start in the other direction? Are you available for food that feels good, that nourishes you and replenishes you and gets your cells whirling and gets you going? Or are you available for foods that slow you down and create disharmony and make you feel lethargic and they're heavy? Take a moment and think about every aspect of your life. What are you available for? This is such a powerful exercise because it deepens your clarity. It strengthens your personal signal out into the world, where the world will absolutely respond and understand completely who you are. This is you in your full power when you write this list. So have fun with this. Number 15, trying to manage or control people or situations. It is not our job. Our job is to stay away, stay in our own lane, work at our own alignment and vibration and connection, to view from the higher perspective, to find uncondition as best we can, and to keep creating and moving forward. Our job is never to manage or control others. We're not God. We're of God, but we're not God. We don't have that level of assertion or superpower. And when we can decide that none of that is our responsibility, we give ourselves a level of freedom that brings immense power back to us and reserves of energy too. It is quite a big one. So take some time and think in your life. Is it a partner? Is it a child? Is it a situation? Is there anything that you're trying to manage or control right now, or that you feel overwhelmed or powerless because you feel you can't control whatever it is? This will be quite a nice reflection. You can see where you're at. Number 16, not letting go. This is another big one. Whether it's something that happened yesterday, whether it's 20 years ago, it doesn't matter. If we hold on to anything and replay it or want to change it in any way, anything before right now, we are stuck in the past. Our energy is backwards moving. We've put the brakes on and we're working against the tide again. It's just not fun. Also, not being able to let go keeps us in a vibration that's resistant, that blocks the life force and life flow of energy through us, and it creates disharmony eventually into the body. Have some time to reflect. Is there anything that you have not made peace with? Today would be a lovely day to write a list, make some peace with that. Number 17, this is one that I struggled with quite a lot, being a perfectionist. Now, sometimes we can feel that being a perfectionist is a good thing, but I want to say the energetic undertone of perfectionism is a sense of self-worth, a lack of self-worth, a lack of self-esteem. It is self-criticism, self-judgment, non-acceptance. These are not good vibrations to want to stir or amplify. When we can move instead to a place where our best is good enough, we're doing the best that we can, we've put our heart into whatever it is. And even if we haven't, we can't be on all the time. So making peace and knowing that whatever effort you apply is enough is quite a massive transition, because there are many of us, and I still do it sometimes, where things just don't quite look or feel a certain way, and I'll redo it, or I won't be happy with something, or I won't share a video because I don't feel comfortable seeing myself on that day teaching what I was teaching, and so I don't want anyone else to see it. We all have the things that we're perfectionistic about, but if we can let go of the reins, that releases quite a lot of energy and brings us back into our power, where we're more synchronized with the universe. Number 18, saying yes to things that we do not want to do. Put your hand up. We don't need to do this. It's similar to number 1, tolerating anything. No is a very powerful word. Not at this time. I'm not available. No, thank you. This gives us our power back. And we don't need anyone else's acceptance or approval. to be able to allow ourselves the boundary of no. Remember, what are we available for? Situations, people, opportunities that uplift us, that move us forward to where we're going and support our journey, or the opposite of that. It is that black and white. Is there anything in your life? You may have even done it today. Have you said yes to something that you really don't want to do? Just play around and develop a very comfortable, clear sentence that you can say to people from now on when they ask you to do something or you feel you need to do something that you don't want to do. Number 19 is an interesting one. There is so much information and opinion about forgiveness in our world. And for me, going beneath the surface to the energetic structure of forgiveness, we're focusing on the unwanted. When we are focusing on forgiveness, we're focusing on the problem aspect, the wrongdoing aspect. We're not focused on the best or unconditional aspect. So forgiveness, as far as I feel and believe, is another way of focusing on problems. To transmute and change the vibration of this, instead go to that situation or the person in your mind and choose one general statement about them that brings you peace. This can be anything. My most popular general use one is they did the best they could, or they're doing the best they can. That is something that I can't argue with. It is very clear and firm, and then that keeps the energy from building the momentum more into that person or that situation that was terrible, that you feel like you need to forgive to be able to move on. You don't, you just need to change your focus, then you're already on. So that's a really powerful thing too. Reframing forgiveness into one factor of unconditioned that you can feel okay about. It's a very powerful switch to make. Number 20. Fighting against anything that just is. We're playing with old energy. It's irrelevant. It's already done. What we are creating and what is arriving is the new and the current. Anything that we're trying to fight against in our life, exactly where we are right now, it's backward facing. So stay up ahead with where you're creating, what that feels like, where you're going, what direction, what's in your future. The nature of energy is movement. Everything changes, but it will change in response to what we are doing inside in here. Sticking to your tools, being clear about what you want, what that may feel like, working at your connection, working with your divine counterparts, keeping to your daily practice, caring for yourself and your vibration and your energy. That will bring the perfect version of things, and it will shift things very quickly. Nothing is permanent, and it's so nice to know that. Number 21, placing expectations on anyone or anything. It's a trap. The moment we place an expectation, we move our power outside of ourselves and put it out in the ether. Come back and create from inside and connect with your heart and the deeper knowing that everything that you want because you know it's already done, and that's for you, and you're picking up on the scent and the signal. It's okay. Remove those expectations from your partner, from your children, from your employer, from the situation, from your body if you're trying to lose weight. Whatever the case, remove all expectation, because that is us getting in the way and blocking and creating a backup of energy, which then we have to work against. Come back into that deep knowing and continue your soul work. That is the best way forward. Number 22, worrying, including about what other people think. I think we all can say, yes, I do that, or I've done it. It's something that humans are built for connection and belonging, for our survival. Our early primal ancestors, when they weren't accepted, they would perish or they were punished. We'd still have that cellular data in our bodies, and it's a case of us in our self-worth, being at peace with all of who we are and standing in that and claiming all of that energetic real estate that is for us in this life. And just knowing that there is nothing outside of you that needs to happen for everything to be okay and for you to be on your path. You don't need someone else's approval. You don't need them to agree with you. You don't even need them to like you. It doesn't matter. All of that's irrelevant. Worrying about anything as well, receiving anxiety, that type of thing, is because you're up ahead worrying about something that hasn't happened yet and may not. So you've gone a little bit too ahead, but you've run on the track that is your old programming based on past experiences. You're not in your heart, you're in your head. So when you can come back from your mind and drop down into your heart, you're not forward focused in the worry stage. Your heart only knows truth, assurance, and the way to get there. It doesn't project past stories into the future to try and recreate them and have you fearful of that. The heart doesn't work that way, so stay there as often as you can. And the last one, number 23, a lack of clarity. When you don't quite have the specifics, you're being general, you're not sure what you want, or you're without intention. So you're just going about your day intentionless or unconsciously, allowing life to have its way with you. This is something that is exhausting. You give your power away. When you have clear action, intention, focus, clear words and clear thoughts that all align with where you're going, who you are, and what you're wanting in this life, everything works beautifully, and you save your energy reserves and you actually build them up so that there's more and more and more of you. And that's where you find and meet people that have a limitless capacity to do the things that they're loving, to be on. You always meet them and they're happy and they're fine and they just seem to rejuvenate themselves. This is a big part of that. So being clear in your words, your thoughts, then your actions, what you're wanting, and just be aware of what is the best version of things for you. This is about you and this is important. So I hope that these have been inspirational and have brought some awareness to potential energy leaks that you may be experiencing without even knowing. Dealing with each of these and feeling into them, once you can reframe them and pick a higher vibrational alternative, then your natural energy frequency, energy field and vibration will all be raised and pure and beautiful and very replenished as well. So have fun with these. I look forward to seeing you soon.